we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida Gators and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Washington wants to go quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Williams. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ball. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the 1st down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up, and because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskies want to move quickly. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, here's Washington. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll try the right side. He's in open space downfield.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Play fake, Williams. Looking for an open area to his left. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down.
Here we go. Ready. 180.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Running inside. It's Washington. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Williams fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running the red zone. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Washington right back to the line.
2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Check. 1832 soldier. 1832 soldier. Ready, go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Play action with Williams. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Gets open down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running the...
There's a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Those out routes are timing routes, right? He's going to go upfield, stick his foot in the ground, and you know he's going straight towards the sideline, and I'm going to lead him right towards the sideline. Great throw, great catch.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They'll give it to Ball. Powers through the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and a nice job quickly getting the ball out. These bubble screens got to come out fast and got to come out to your playmakers who you can throw it to. Trust them to make the right read, get the ball upfield, and get in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on! We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Snags a quick pass on the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's ball. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jones to throw. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Williams bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Napier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Williams. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jones wants to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. to throw. He's working against the clock. The sure hands, it's ball. That should be the final play of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look in on Iowa State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Cyclones looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media. Sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Husky's offense out there and ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Clark. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Wells. Open space at the 25. Running through contact. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got some room, it was over. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, it's a fake. Headed for the end zone. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Jaden one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Gators are in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes a catch. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Washington stops the clock and uses its 1st timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't
breaks into the open.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
A designed run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Clark. Got enough for the first. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Washington. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads it left. The short hands, it's Abrams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Wide receiver going in motion. Buys a little time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Go.
Here's Williams to throw. The screen, he can go. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Sending the offense back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Jones to throw. Here's the pressure. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here, steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Back to the ground with the running back. Here's a little room there. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, then it'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. Looking for room, it's Clark. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Hard running there. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Could not make his way to the corner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Line 14.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball comes to rest right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Jones wants to throw it. Fires left. With the catch, it's Brown. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together, but man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.